Don't you ever travel from Cameroon to Nigeria by land. Take a flight.
Because take a flight. Don't
you ever.
Which one did you use? The land.
Hey, my God.
How was it, the trip?
I'm sure I lost the shape of my bum bum. Wait, I'm crying. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, no way.
Pause. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
I can imagine. Sorry.
Like just my cousins came, and I couldn't even say goodbye.
Goodbye, yeah. Even the other one, that you surprised at the end, like there you feel like, oh.
Yeah. I think when we were going, my friend just said. No.
Welcome. Why are you laughing? Anyway, we'll start by stating your name and where you're from.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Peshabel, but people know me as Vicky. Vicky Pesh.
Peshabel.
Pesh is short form for Peshabel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Cameroon. Southwest region. I'm an Anglophone.
Yeah, wow. Anglophone. So do you speak French?
Yeah, I speak a little bit of French, but it's not my native.
So in Cameroon there is French, English,
and just French and English, two official languages.
So where did you learn English from?
No, I'm Anglophone, so obviously I grew up with English. But when I moved during university days to a French-speaking area, so that's where I learned French.
Let me explain for me a bit. In Cameroon, like there's a part that they speak French, and there's a part, which side of Cameroon they speak French and which side?
Cameroon has 10 regions. 8 of them speak French, and 2 of them speak English.
Wow.
Yeah, 2, that's the southwest and the northwest regions in Cameroon.
So in your primary, like when you're in school, you guys are taught even French, even if you're in this?
We are taught the French language, just one small subject, French, as well as English. But our system is the English system. We don't have the same system with the French speaking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it
they have different syllables, curriculum, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So give us a small story about your background, like where you're born, everything, like how you went to school, what you used to do before you came to Finland.
Well, there's a town in Southwest called Boya. Yeah, that's where I was born. My primary school, secondary school, and university all there. In as much as I moved in university to another town, I was there for like half a year. And I came back because I don't like this French system of education.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came back now to the Southwest region because we have political instability. So yeah, I moved back. Then I went to my university in Boya where I was born. I have a bachelor's in geography.
Bachelor in geography?
Yeah, Bachelor of Science in Geography. I graduated 2021. Then I moved to Finland.
I
had my graduation in December. I moved to Finland in January.
So take me a bit. How is like the primary level, like the lower level in
lower level? It's 6 years.
Yes, 6 years.
Yeah, it used to be 7 years, but I think it used to be 7 years. I think by the time I got into primary 1, they changed it to 6 years.
To 6 years.
Yeah, but before that we have something called nursery school for kids between 4 to maybe 5 years. Yeah, then we go primary 1, 5 years up to the oldest in primary 6 are usually like 10 years old. Yeah.
Then you go to the high school.
Yeah, you go to secondary school.
Secondary, how many years?
5 years.
5 years.
Yes, we call it Form 1 to Form 5.
Yes.
That's where you write ordinary level. Then we have high school of 2 years. Yeah. So there in high school you're separated. Either you're doing sciences or you're doing the arts.
So
or you're
for
doing
you decided?
I did arts.
Arts.
Yeah. In the arts we divided into 5. We have A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. So I did A3, which is geography, economics, and history. Yeah, but I also added English.
English.
Yeah.
So then after that, you go now to the university.
Yeah, after that you go to
So you went to university before you came here?
Yeah.
How is the life in university in Cameroon? Like, is it that freedom? Like you guys can do so much? Or?
There's no freedom. You think You think it's freedom when you're still in secondary school, you're still tied to the uniform, and you're like, every day you're wearing a uniform and stuff. You say, when you go to university, I'm going to change clothes. But when you go to university, maybe you even have 50 pairs of clothes. But when you change them, you realize, okay, you're just a cycle, you're wearing the same thing the whole year. So you're like, I wish I was wearing a uniform. So I won't be stressed about what to wear, because sometimes I'll be like, I need to get new clothes. Everybody knows me with these ones.
Okay, so in the university, you guys used to stay in school, or you guys used to even rent your houses outside, like the school?
There's a school hostel, but I didn't. My family didn't live far, so I never stayed in the hostel.
Okay.
I think there was one time the distance from my house was so far, so I moved in with my friend. Yeah, who was living close to the school, like for about half a year as well.
Wow. So for you, you can say like your university years, like at least what you are studying, you knew like you're going to get a job out of that, or it was just something you chose?
Just so you could go to school. Because
yeah, it's true in Africa, you have to do that.
It's just so you could go to school and get a degree. I didn't care because I wanted to study economics.
Yes.
Yeah, but then I was careless because in secondary school you need to have mathematics.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're getting your ordinary levels. So when you go to, because you don't do mathematics again in the advanced level.
Yes.
But then in the university, doing economics, that ordinary level mathematics is a requirement.
It's a requirement, yeah.
And I didn't take it serious, so I failed it. Yeah. Then, due to political instability, I didn't rewrite it, so I couldn't do economics.
So for you to come and to learn about Finland, first of all, how did you learn about this country, Finland? Like, how did you learn? How did it come about for you?
After university, I was like, okay, maybe it's time to move out of. Everybody's moving out of the country. So you can
just sit in the university and think like, oh, I want to move from.
Everyone is moving out. Everyone is moving out. Like, okay, let me see. Maybe I could see a very good place. So I kept doing some research, but I never thought of Finland until one day I was just scrolling through TikTok and I saw this Nigerian guy talking. Oh, there's a free vocational school that's open in Finland. Application starts on the 7th, and I was sitting there. It was the 7th. Yeah, the day I was watching it was a Monday, 7th, and application is starting that day, and it's ending on the 14th. I checked the requirements. I was like, I have everything except the English language thing. Unfortunately, it was not. You could either do Duolingo or the IELTS. Yeah, that one, the date was far, so I saw Duolingo.
Which year was this when you saw it? Like the first time when you saw it?
It was, we are in 2025, right?
Yes.
It was in 2023.
2023,
yeah. No, I came here January 2024. Yeah, it was around May, April. Yeah, it was around April 2024.
Okay, so when you started applying, did you know anybody, or you just followed from what you saw on TikTok or something?
I didn't know nobody.
So you were just coming somewhere you don't know, like.
I don't know nobody.
What did you know about Finland then, even if you saw that one? For you just thought about school. You didn't know like maybe it's cold. Did you do your research a bit?
I did, but
you just wanted to come out of Africa.
First, that's the first reason. I just want to go live in Africa. If I get here and then I don't like the country, it's easier to move to somewhere else. That was the main thing, moving out of Africa first. But then I saw it's a cold place, and I'm like, okay, people are living there. Why can't I live there? So it was still okay.
So which schools did you just go to one specific school that you applied, or there were a bunch of them that you decided
just
to
one.
apply?
The one I saw Vamia that was being advertised. That's the only school I applied to. I didn't apply for any
And you know,
other.
for Vamia, so many people apply, but I don't know, like, you know, you might be so lucky, like, to get, like, so tell me, like, oh, you applied, which month did you apply, if you remember?
It should be April.
April,
Yeah, it should be April.
When you were applying, did you know 100% you're going to get, or you were just trying?
I was just trying. Yeah, I was just trying.
So tell me that day that you got the letter, like, from the school. Where were you? How did you feel, and how did it come about?
I was in church. Because when I wrote and got the interview, they said they'll send a decision around a date, something like that. Then I forgot to check, because I put it in my mail. I put it important, so I didn't check important. So I would just go to all mails where all the subscriptions and stuff like. I didn't see it. So you know, in church, it's boring. So I'm digging everything in my phone. Then it was 22nd. Then I realized they had sent me an email on the 18th to invite me for the interview. I was like, oh, interview is supposed to be on Tuesday.
How interview? Like, how do they say like interview? FaceTime, like a Zoom interview or?
On Teams. Yeah, there was a video interview. I was like, oh my God. Then, of course, I prepared for it. During the interview, my phone went off. You know, African.
Yeah.
I was using one phone. The battery was giving me headache. So the phone went off, but luckily, I just charged it and I came back. They were still there, and they were like, there was power outage. I'm like, okay, we understand. We've asked you everything.
What were the questions that they were asking? Because you might even try to help other people who are trying. What are those questions they asked? Like when?
I think they asked me about the language. In as much as I'm going to be studying in English, but their official language is not English. How am I going to cope? I'm like, so long as I can read whatever they are saying, I will try to somehow. Then I just gave them some few sentences that I'd learned prior to the interview. I'm like, it's not bad. I've learned French before, so this one, it's gonna take time, but
that one
somehow,
was good. Yeah, if you said you've learned.
Somehow I'm going to learn it, so it's not an issue. They also asked me, about proof of fund stuff. I said I have the money. I don't have the money. I don't need to worry about money when I'm coming. They also asked me what I was doing at the moment. By then, after university, I was enrolled in a computer school. So I was doing computer, and my mom has a shop. So I after school, I'll come back and help her there. Then I used to work at the salon too.
Okay. Oh, even that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, when even you were in, have you ever worked in Africa, like back home? Do you used to work?
Having a job, I've never had a job in my life. I've never had a job that someone pays me a salary. But I've always done business. I've always known how ways to earn money.
Yes, hustling. You can do it never.
I've always had ways to get money somehow.
Okay. So they told you, like, after the interview, it stayed how long again for them to decide? 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. They said, congratulations, you got.
Give me the feeling. So I want you to put me there now. You've gotten the paper now.
When I got the message, congratulations, you've been admitted. We are going to send your admission letter in so and so days. But for now, this is the immigration website and stuff like that. I was like this. I could not stop smiling. I went to my mom. I was like, see. They give me, said, yes, I knew you were going to make it.
Wow.
Because after the interview, I told her about the question. She was like, the way you answered, I'm sure you're going to get them. Okay. Let's just hope there's nobody better than me. So,
okay. So that was after you've got, but now there was another job now to go to the embassy. In Cameroon, do you have like a Finnish embassy in Cameroon?
No, we don't. I had to travel to Nigeria.
Nigeria? Give me that, like, this trip.
Don't you ever travel from Cameroon to Nigeria by land. Take a flight.
Because take a flight.
Don't you ever.
Which one did you use? The land.
Hey. My God.
How was it, the trip?
I'm sure I lost the shape of my bum bum.
How many hours is that drive from?
From the city where I was, Boya, to the boundary, it's like 5 to 6 hours. Then is this car they park you guys. Instead of 3 people sitting, you are like 4.
Like 4, yeah. I know
instead of
cars.
2 people at the front, you are
3.
You're 3. So it's really cramped. Then the roads too, Then you have people that are eating everything inside, people that are saying everything.
So is it like Cameroon is borders Nigeria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then when I got to the boundary, you have to hire a car to cross it. I did that. Then I spent the night in the border town to Nigeria.
You alone going?
Yeah.
Lady. And the way I heard, like, those roads, like the ways they say, like, there's some kidnappers, there are things.
Yeah. I told you, Cameroon Southwest region was not stable politically, so it was risky. Then from that town is called Ikom, to Abuja, where the embassy is 12 hours.
Which type of car now? Which is it now a nicer than the one that you came?
It's worse. Oh my God. I'll never.
Never. And you imagining you're going to Nigeria, and then you know you are going to have a trip to come back again.
Then I have it. I don't even know the road. I have my documents in my bag.
Yeah, money.
Money. I didn't even have a lot of money on me because they will send me money when I get there. So I didn't travel a lot, just enough for the trip. So, but my documents, I was like, please, even if you guys still
don't take everything.
Take everything. These documents don't take. But we didn't experience anything.
So when you reach Nigeria, is it like you had an appointment, yeah?
Yeah, I had
so
an
it's not like
later.
when they go there and then they tell you don't have this, you have to come back another day. You go and they finish for you that time.
No, you do everything online.
Okay.
You do everything online.
So this one is just going to prove
yeah,
like,
you're
okay,
just going
passport.
to show them the documents you submitted online. Yeah. Yeah.
So you
all.
did, then you came back.
Yeah.
Any incident you got on the road that you can remember, like you can say like it, you're saying it was so tiresome, you got
yeah,
so
it was tiresome, but I think on the way, the driver that carried us from this town where I left, he got a call that I think he lost his son.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we could not continue with him. We had to change cars to another driver, so he would go back. So we took another guy. Then I don't know how, you know how driver will settle. Yeah. On the way, one of the persons, they had a clash with the driver. The driver saying they didn't give me money for you. They said you stop at so area. So if you're continuing to Abuja, you have to add money. And the man is saying no, I paid complete money to the previous driver. And just like that, the driver stopped the car. He said he's not going anywhere. He went down from the car.
Let me ask you, do you pay the driver or you pay when you go take a car like in Nigeria or Cameroon? Do you pay the driver or you pay like there's an office where
you pay the driver because I think there are some agencies that travel like that, but I didn't use the agency. I used those normal drivers. So you have to pay to the driver. So that's what I did. Yeah.
Wow. So you started waiting for your visa now after a while now. After you finished everything, how long did it take? I know that one, it kills someone every time you're checking your email. If
the visa, because I think I applied, I think December 5th or something. Yeah, I submitted my documents around December 5th. Then I came back to Cameroon. I got the decision at around December 27th.
How comes you guys go so fast like that?
No, because they check the time when your school is starting. Okay. My school was starting on January 8th. Yeah. So
they check fast and they see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they prioritize you who need it early. So if my school is starting in 1 week and your school is starting in 3 months, even if we apply the same time, you don't expect us to get. Okay. So they are priorities. Yeah.
So you got the decision. How do they call or they just write you an email like again?
They send you an email. Yeah.
Now that one was fire. Now you are happy.
I was at the salon. I was doing someone's hair. Then because my brother has access to my email.
Yes.
When I saw it, Jesus Christ. You know, I was so excited, but I can't tell the people around me why I'm excited. I was so happy. I was like, oh, I have good news. What is it? I'm not saying anything. I have good news. Then immediately my brother called me. He said, have you seen it? I said, yes, I've seen it. Then I ran to my mom and I showed her. She was happy. She was
dancing and everything.
Yeah, she was happy and dancing. And then
you didn't know you were happy. You don't know you are coming to a very...
Then on the second day of New Year, they called me, they've sent my passport and my
permit and everything. So you had to go for it or they have to send it?
No, they sent it to my town.
From
Nigeria. Yeah, they sent it to me.
Wow.
So I just went and collected it.
So so explain to me like that night when you booked the flight to come, what did you do back home, like with your parents, the last minute that you had your... Did you have a party? Did you like...
I was so busy.
Hey, you're so busy all of a sudden, okay?
Not like...
Busy.
Busy. I think that day... Okay, I got my passport on the 2nd. And I'm starting school on the 8th. So I have to make sure I'm there maybe latest 7th. And then, you know, you have just 1 week.
Yeah.
Flights are not cheap.
Yes.
So we're like,
That's
since we
shit.
have latest date, maybe we can resume on the 25th. My mom was like,
Yes.
should we wait like 2 more weeks? So the flights, so we book earlier for the flights that are cheaper. My brother was like, who has a visa and still stays in Africa? Book that flight. I don't care how much it costs.
Just like me, straight.
Yeah, just book. So we did that. I think like, I booked like 3 days before. But before then I checked the weather. It was minus 32.
For you, you didn't imagine how minus 32 feels like. You just...
I called my brother and said, are you sure I'm going to that place? Are you sure I'm going to? Because I've checked my fridge. My fridge is minus 25 and it's freezing. So how come the weather is minus 32? I was like, okay, people are surviving, so you go. That night I had ordered, because then I used to, of course, I'm always hustling. So I had ordered some things from China. Maybe when I apply, I already had in mind, okay, what if I'm accepted? Where will I get my stuff? I need to get stuff at affordable price. So I had ordered things. That day, the agency sent a message that the things have arrived. But I'm supposed to collect them the next day.
The next day,
But I said, it's not possible. I'm traveling tomorrow. So I went to the agency. The big container was still outside. They were offloading the stuff. No, they have to offload, take to the warehouse. Then tomorrow now you come, they'll go get it. I said, no, I'll wait for you guys. We offload together. So when they were taking them out, when I saw my bag, I had two, but I just took one. When I saw the first one I saw was the biggest one. I'm like, give me this one, let me go home. It was like 7 p.m. and I'm traveling the next day in the morning.
Wow.
So I just took them, I got them home.
Who took you to the airport?
My uncle drove, my dad was in the car, my mom was in the car, my friend, and one other, and my mom's friend were in the car.
Wow, that's a very proud moment. I remember, like, even me.
Everyone was just on video calls. Tell me bye.
And you're becoming so busy. You're like, hey, where's my bags?
No, my friend was traveling with me, but she didn't know I was traveling.
Okay.
She was. We were together in the airport. Like, come, let's go pick somebody up from the airport. So we were all together in the car. When we got to the airport, I opened the boots, I removed my bags, I looked at her, she looked at me, she said, Jesus!
Are you going? Oh my God.
He said, you're going? I said, yes, I'm leaving.
Why did you do that?
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah,
So when you reached the airport, did this start hitting you in the head like, I'm not going to see my parents again, like for maybe another 4, 7, even a year?
Here's the funny thing. When I got to the airport, because you have to go check in your bags, then you have time, you can come back, say goodbye to your family, then you now go in. I went and checked in my bags. After checking in, I went with my dad. I checked in my bags, but he couldn't go in with me to go register and stuff like. So he waited for me outside. I went, I checked in the bags, then they directed me to another passage. So I went in, did security check, went through border control and sat down. I'm like, okay, I'm here now. I need to go say bye to my family.
Did you realize?
They told me no, I can't go back from here. I started crying.
Put the bags there, then go out. Then you.
I feel like crying right now when I'm saying it. Jesus Christ.
It was so hard that, imagine, like, in your head you thought like you're going and coming back to just say.
Because but they didn't tell me that when you check in your bags, come back.
Come back.
Because I was on call with he said when you check in your bags, let me know. But you could have just told me, when you check in your bags, don't go with your hand luggage to any other place, come back out. But he didn't say, just say let me know. So I was texting him, okay, I'm done and going. Yeah, so I've done everything. I've gone. I've even gone and browsed. How do you call them? Duty free shopping. Went through border control. Sat down. They were even announcing some flights. Some people were going. Then I sat down. I'm like, okay, I have 1 hour 30 minutes more. Let me go outside. So I went to the guy. I want to go outside and say bye to my family. He looked at me. He said, what did you say? I said, I want to go say. He looked at me. He said, no, it's not possible. I said, what do you mean it's not possible there? He said, no, after you cross that place, you cannot go back anymore. I moved reverse. I sat down on my seat. I called my dad. He said, what is it? I started crying. He said, please don't cry.
Oh my God.
I called my mom. I'm tearing up right now.
Yeah, because it's something you didn't even... in your heart, you didn't plan.
Wait, I'm crying. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, no way.
Pause. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
I can imagine. Sorry.
Like just my cousins came, and I couldn't even say goodbye.
Goodbye, yeah. Even the other one, that you surprised at the end, like there you feel like, oh.
Yeah. I think when we were going, my friend just said, not the one I was with, the one I was on call with. He just said, say goodbye to everybody, like tell them whatever I want to tell them before you go do check-in. So we just did like normal, and then we know we'll come back. No Cameroonians, we like to drink. We'll go to a spot nearby and eat fish and drink and stuff like that. But then I couldn't come back. Some of my cousins who we didn't travel in the same car, they came from another town. We just had to say bye-bye through video call.
Yeah, I can imagine the way you're feeling.
Yeah.
Like it was something.
Just imagine you travel, you couldn't even. I cried.
You cried like so. Now even the happiness is gone now because you are going out. Now it has changed.
It has
thinking
changed.
About, oh, mom,
yeah, I'm happy that I'm leaving,
yes,
but I couldn't
still,
say
yes,
goodbye at the last time.
That was fire. Like for you, it was like something.
I cried. I called my elder brother. I was crying. I said I want to go back.
Oh.
I said I want to go back. He just dropped the call because he wanted to cry as well.
Wow.
He felt like crying as well. He just stopped the call. So that's how I said goodbye to my family.
So then you went to the flight. You talked until the time you were going inside the
I
flight.
talked until I got into the flight, until it was time to take off.
So what were you thinking, like when you're now in the flight now? Was it that your first time on a plane?
Yeah, that was my first time.
Give me your experience. Don't tell me you did it, because there's one a friend of mine I interviewed said like he didn't know like you can eat like for free. So they were bringing food. He said no, because he thought like you're supposed to pay for the food in the plane, the coffee. So he stayed the whole trip from Kenya without eating because he thought like he has to pay and he didn't have money.
Oh no, my brothers travel a lot. I have a lot of people that travel a lot, so I really know.
So they already explained to you.
Yeah, so I really know a lot about how it goes. So I knew my flight ticket includes things like that, the blankets and food and stuff like that. But when it was about to take off, my brother said I should sit like really tightly because in my head.
Yeah.
So I was expecting that. Like, okay, I'm sitting like this, just in case it goes boom. So I shouldn't fall off. I sat like that for like 30 minutes, nothing happened. Oh,
so yeah, because you already in the head, you already thought like it's going to.
I sat like that for like 30 minutes, not because okay, we are taking off now. Then they told me it might take off like really fast, so you really need to sit, not so relaxed, so you don't fall off. So I was like that, okay, I'm sitting in case.
In case like the.
I sat like for like 30 minutes, nothing happened. Then they announced we are in this country, in a neighboring country, when they need to pick some people. I'm like, we woke up since. I thought I was still expecting it. I'm like, what happened? So it didn't happen like that. Maybe
you didn't even feel the way it goes up on like.
I felt it moving.
But the way
he explained to me, when you're sitting on a bike, then the bike just go boom.
Yes.
That's what I was expecting.
Okay.
But nothing like that happened. And it has never happened with all the flights I've been taking now. So I'm like, why did you say that? I felt like this. Then they announced we are now in, I think it was Equatorial Guinea or something, one town, I've forgotten the name. I was like, so we are in another country since that time and I'm still sitting like this waiting for the flight to take off. After I was complaining, I'm like, why is it taking so much time to take off? Let me relax my body. So that's how I was.
So how long does the flight from Cameroon to Helsinki takes? How long did it take you?
What time did I leave Cameroon? I think I left maybe like 4 p.m. My flight took off like 4 p.m.
And how is the weather in, first of all, the weather in Cameroon? Do you get how, like the coldest in Cameroon, how many degrees?
The coldest maybe 15.
15?
Yeah.
The hottest?
Right up to maybe 40, yeah.
And that time you were coming, how like was it?
It was like
hot?
35.
35.
Yeah. Then I'm coming to minus 35. So
That's a
the very big
like,
contrast.
360.
Yeah, the flight was like I left on the 6th and I got here on the 7th.
27. So it's like a 12, 13, 14 hours to
yeah,
fly.
12, 14 hours. Because I had transit at Ethiopia because I took Ethiopian Airlines. I think it was like 2 hours. Then I had another one at Sweden. And then from Sweden to Helsinki, Helsinki to Vasa.
So you reach Helsinki. Nobody is coming to pick you. Is there anybody coming to pick you, or you just knew until you knew where you were going?
No, our plan was I'll get to Helsinki airport. Then my brother is flying from France to Helsinki airport as well. So we'll take the same flight to Vasa.
Okay.
Yeah, so we met at Helsinki airport and took the same flight down to Vasa.
How did you feel like when you came out? Did you come out of the cold?
I first experienced the cold when I was in Sweden.
Okay, in Sweden.
Yeah,
first,
but I didn't. But it was so windy, it almost blew me away.
Yeah.
But I didn't. It didn't come to my mind that I'm going to somewhere similar to this.
Yeah.
So when I got to Helsinki and we left the airport, we were going to the plane that takes us to Vasa. It was cold. It was snowing. I still haven't registered it. I'm like, okay, this place is cool, but this is not where I'm going. I'm still on a journey. So we got to Vasa. On the plane, everywhere is white. I'm looking at my brother saying, why is one house here and one house there?
Think, oh, they've thrown me here.
My brother was looking at me, I'm looking at him. I'm saying, this place is me that want to stay here. We got there, we took a taxi to go get my house key. One house. No, from the airport to there. I'm like, this is the place I'm going to live. Then when we got to city center, the driver said, this is the city center area. I was like, ish. Why this place so, it was winter, it's so white. That time was really snowy, minus 25. There were not very few people walking outside.
And it's dark.
Yeah, no, that time we came, it was not dark yet. Yeah, it was not dark yet. It was during the day. It was around 3 p.m. Yeah, it was not dark. So I could really see everywhere, so white. I couldn't even see the color of the main road. It was white completely. I was like, this is where I'm coming to.
So you reached Vasa. Then I want to know, like, when did you realize now you're going to be alone? Because your brother had to go back to... How long did he stay?
He stayed here for a week.
A week?
Yeah.
So he took you to school, you guys...
No, luckily when I got home, my roommate was going to the same school as me. So we had... and she had been there for a few days, so she knew the way to school. So I just went with her to school for the first 2 days. And then on the 3rd day, since we have been walking in a group and it's snowing, so I keep just walking like this. I didn't know the road to school because I've not been looking. So it was now my first day to go to school alone. I followed the first one I could remember, and then when I got to an intersection,
every place is looking the same.
I'm like, am I going like this? I'm going like this. Now I opened my map to look for Vamia. And now I'm going like this, I'm going like this. Before I got to school, I was like, okay, next time I'm not looking down because it's
so
snowing.
That was it was January. You reached here January 7th.
I reached here January 7th.
7th.
Yeah, and then the next day, January 8th, I'm starting school.
So your brother, after your brother went now back, so you stayed alone.
After a week.
After a week.
Yeah, when he left, before I realized it's really cold. My room was now cold. We had 2 people, so it's really warmer. I'm like, please, cold will finish me in this room. How did you survive? Say, now you know. Now you know. I'm like, it's cold. Now I have to, because sometimes since it's a new house, I'll go to school and come back. Maybe he's bought something for the house, or he's helped me arrange some things. And then I'll now come back. Maybe my laptop needs some setting up. I don't know anybody who's gonna help me. I have to start finding out by myself.
The food now, is different again now. You have to go to supermarkets and know, like, this is what you want. How was that experience? What were the things you were eating at the first time, like?
I was eating rice, spaghetti,
chicken, because that one everybody knows.
Yeah, of course, rice, spaghetti. I didn't really, the food really didn't get to me.
And then again in school, at least there's some
The school is where I even got bad experience.
Yes,
because why are you serving me rice and
Yeah,
limes?
it's true. Yeah.
Why are you giving me rice and I'll eat stew? It's my
Yes.
I'm doing like this. It's so sad. Like what's happening?
And you know here they don't put those spices and everything. It's just pepper, salt and pepper.
Even if I knew you don't put spices. But why would you cook stew with limes?
With limes, yeah.
And you call it lime sauce, like it's green and it's sour, and you're cooking it with rice. That was one culture shock. I'm like, okay, so you really took time, you limes to cook soup. That was I could not accept that.
What about did you get work when you came to Finland, or what was your head like? What were you thinking? Like, okay, how are you going to be surviving? Money coming from home, or your brother is going to be sending you from front? Did you have those thoughts like in the head, like?
No, I knew maybe there for the first 3 months. Of course, they are going to be supporting me. But after that, I have to find a job. So after the first month, I'm like, okay, let me settle my life in. Then I'll start looking for a job. So after a month, I'll apply here and there. Maybe today I'll apply one, tomorrow I'll apply one. After like 1 month, I started getting, unfortunately, we couldn't take you for this. I'm like, this small position, what is there that these my qualifications you can't give me because. So I'm like, okay, since I've been applying once a week, once a day, I'll apply 2. Still yet nothing. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. I'm like, huh?
Completely, you didn't even.
I'm like, what is going on here? And then I didn't have anybody that would tell me, oh, you can go. Maybe you can go to the places and go ask personally. Because we were told apply. So of course you are going to apply.
So how did you use to survive now then? If you don't have job, you're not getting anything like. Like
I said, the first few months, my brother was paying my rent and I had allowance with me that was taking care of myself. And then I started getting people that want to do hair.
So that's the place now. The hair that you used to do back home with mom in the job that she had. Now you decided like you can. And how did you start getting customers? Is it like you started in school asking people like you do hair? Or?
No, I had a roommate because I'm not really social that way. But I had a roommate. I told her that I do hair. So now she started telling people for me. So when I did for a few people now, those people now started. So when.
One became 2, 2 became 3.
And then I now said, okay, but it's doing like this is not really good. Since I cannot come and approach you to say, I do hair, can you come do hair? I'll better post it on TikTok.
So so you decided to put it on TikTok. Okay.
So I said, okay, I came to know Finland through TikTok. So TikTok is my way to go in this place. So I don't really like social media that much, but that was my strategy to get customers.
So it means like what drove you to continue doing hair is just because you didn't get work at all, like you tried to apply for work. Because if you got like a job and you are busy, I'm very sure you could have been, you could have been doing hair, but you could have never, taken it serious the way you started taking it serious.
I wouldn't have taken it serious.
So how comes like now I'm seeing you in a place, Studio 18. How did Studio 18 come about, like, for you, like?
Like I've been doing hair, so a lot of people know me. And owner of Studio 18, since he was bringing up this place, he was asking people, I need someone who knows how to do hair. Do you know? And just like that, someone recommended me.
He recommended.
He didn't know me. Someone recommended me to him. Then we got talking, and finally
you became the.
Finally, I became the hairstylist here.
So if I ask you like one last question, like comparing life in Cameroon and here in Finland. Can you give me the similarities or the differences, and where do you prefer?
Where do I prefer?
I know. Because of weather, I know you prefer back home.
The weather doesn't really stress me much. But I'll still like here for most things. For most things. Back home, I didn't have any responsibilities back home. I'm young. My parents never expected anything from me. Once I did, it's just because, I just want to do them. So nobody depended on me for anything. And I didn't even have it in mind that someone is going to depend on me. But now, you know, as an African, once you move,
Yeah.
nobody even needs to tell you.
Back, yes.
Nobody has to tell you
Yes,
that you
yes.
already now have
It's true.
responsibilities.
It's
You already
true.
know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I actually like it that I'm able to take care of my family. So that's what makes me break down sometimes. Like, okay, you're now here. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that, but you still can't do them. You still can't do them. So sometimes you're like, customers, can you come already? Why you guys not hiring me and stuff like that? Yeah.
So, ever since you came, have you ever gone back home? No.
No.
No. I know you're planning, like, when are you planning to go?
When I make money.
Money.
There'll be signs.
Okay, this other question. Do you think somebody can survive doing things that you are talented with here in Finland?
Yes, you can.
If you do it the right way.
If you do it well and you do it the right way, because I noticed that you cannot actually really promote a business that is not legal, that's not registered.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
Like I used to do hair at home, but I cannot go and do posters and
doing like
doing adverts.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
When Vero called me, what I say?
Mr. Vero will come and knock on your door.
Oh, that I say. So now that it's registered, I can.
Yes, you can even put it.
You can do whatever you want, and you're gonna get So if you want to do it big, you should do it right. Yeah, you want to do it big. You should
what
do
about
it right.
weather? Do you like the weather here? You like?
Yeah, I like.
You like the summer or you like the winter? Because when I see a TikTok, sometimes I'm seeing like, oh, here I have to wear so many jackets.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about winter. That's one annoying thing about winter. But it's still nice.
It's still nice.
Yeah, it's still nice.
And then I think the other thing that I came to realize about Finland, the peacefulness. Like you can stay in your house, nobody will knock your door unless you know somebody's coming to your house. There's no like, in Africa you can, everybody can even come to knock, even your friend just comes without even telling you.
Yeah.
Here there's that
just
peace.
Come. Did you cook? No, here everybody. Yeah. Even though I have a group of friends that they are still in Africa with their mind, they'll still come. Are you home? Maybe they live downstairs. And they just come, oh, I came to your door, I rang the bell, nobody came. And like, I wasn't expecting you, so I did not open the door, even though I heard the bell. Yeah.
So what is that one thing that you can tell somebody who is back home now, people who want to come to Finland, that they think Finland is bringing, but when you come here, it's different? What is that advice you can give them, like the expectation or anything? If
you're coming to Finland right now, as everybody knows, the job situation is not smiling. So you should learn a skill. Yeah, you should learn a skill. And so when you get here, you register your business, you start doing good adverts for yourself, and you're gonna get, I know people are scared of paying taxes, but
because we are coming from places that we
you have a very big business and you don't even know what a tax is. Like,
it's true. It's true.
But you should learn a skill. It's very helpful. That's how I survived back home. Because I was not the type of kid that would always go to my parents for everything. So I always learned a lot of stuff.
No, it was nice talking to you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry because you cried. I felt so bad. I wanted to jump there. But it's good. Sometimes memory, when you think about it, memory is so nice and everything. Thank you very much.
I was shocked I cried.
you know how you were saying, it's coming. It's coming.
I couldn't believe that tears would come out.
It was so fun to talk to you. At first, I thought like you are going to be scared to talk, but I'm seeing you're natural. Camera is good on you, like ting.
No, because I'm talking to you. If I was giving a speech,
Okay.
If I was giving a speech, I would not.
Anyway, thank you very much, and
thank you.
Hope guys can come to Studio 18 in Vasa and meet Pesh. Pesh, she's very perfect,
Yeah,
she can do everything.
Can do your braids, and do your locks, do your cornrows, hairstyling, wigs, everything when it comes to hair.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hey, hallelujah.
Who said hallelujah?